But our pain is your pain. Our pain is your pain. You white people, you brown people, our pain will not, your pain will not go away until ours goes away. You know why we can take more pain? We're built for it. You're not.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, you're not built for the pain that they're gonna bring on you soon. We've been taking it all day. Go to Africa and say a tribulation is coming. We're already in it. What tribulation is coming? We're already inside it. What level do you mean? Go to Iraq and Syria right now. Tell them war is coming. It's not coming. It's there right now. Go to Iraq and Libya and tell them the world's gonna get messed up in a little bit. It's messed up over there. So how are we supposed to support them, defend them, when we can't agree what is right amongst ourselves right now? Until it happens to you, right? Who was it who said it? They came for the Jew, and you said, well, I'm not a Jew. They came for the Japanese, you said, well, I'm not a Japanese. They came for the Arab, well, I'm not an Arab. They came for the Negro, that's black people problem. Well, it's gonna be your turn soon. And when they come for you, guess what? Ain't gonna be any of us around to help you. Ain't gonna be any of us around to help you. That's why I'm saying, protect the people who are suffering. Protect them. Stop defending the people who are making them suffer. Be they white or black or yellow or blue. But nobody wants to clap on that level. I'm expecting some clapping.
Come on, guys, let's clap. Give it up, guys. Come on, man. That's a good shot he's talking about. Give it up.
I'm tired of hearing clapping for a politician that comes to shake your hand only once a year.
I call them politicians.
Politicians, they come in after the disaster, Grenfell disaster. The politician's gonna come in and look good.
But no, she was scared, but she didn't want to go.
She didn't want to go, right? You know what they keep testing on us? They keep testing us to see how much humanity is left in us. The endurance is already over, but let's see if they're still human. Look, if you're guilty for such a crime, oh gosh, I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. Guys, if you see me missing, ask for me, please. Don't leave me to rot for you. Ask for me if you don't see me again. Ask for Brother Ty. The medical profession is the only profession you can murder somebody and not go to jail. Every other profession, you're gonna go to jail.
You know how many people die in the... All you hear in the media is the gun violence deaths in the United States. 10,000 people die by gun deaths in the United States. You know how many die by medical malpractice? 300,000.
You hear that, guys?
300. All you hear from the power elite media owned by the Rothschilds and the banking cartel. Oh, gun deaths in the United States. Guns aren't even in the top 10. 300,000.
300,000 deaths.
By medical malpractice.
And guess what, honestly, more than half of those are white people dying. So you see what we're saying when we say it's a global problem. It's a global problem, but Uncle, what did they use? What have they just used to deflect the news? They've used black people's crime to deflect the news happening to white people. So white people will say, yeah, and forget their own problems, which is horrible enough. So they're taking the pain constantly. They're taking the pain constantly. That's why I say, look, honestly speaking, for the world to be free, you're gonna have to flip the coin around again. Let the head become the tail become the head. It's just that. Otherwise, well, we already know where we're heading into, but we're saying, what will you have to go through? You will go through less if you stand up now. Yeah, you will, look, most people in the black community, white community, Asian community, Chinese community, they don't know about nobody or their culture. They walk alone. They only say hi when they see a Chinese person, and they move on. So for the black, even black don't greet black anyway.
True.
The whites, they're just about, because business is there, isn't it? It's called networking. But everybody's so isolated from everybody. It's like, yeah. Guess what? When what they're bringing comes to this society, all around you, it's just people ready to kill you because nobody feels anything for you as a human. There'll be no brotherly love to say, oh, white guy, I'll just leave him. Oh, Asian guy, just leave him. Oh, he's Muslim, just leave him.
But you know what? Anytime there is some type of unity, they always come and destroy it. They don't
The
like
system,
it.
right?
Yeah, the system. They
See
destroy
that?
it. They don't like it.
So are we wrong when we say it's the system we're talking about? When did we ever come here to point fingers at some white guy? Never.
As humans, I kind of believe that the majority of humans have got a kind heart. But as soon as
soon as the system comes in here,
no, we won't make money that way. Let's destroy it. Let's make everyone fight each other.
they won't make money and they won't keep their power,
They
right?
won't keep their power. So let's just destroy it.
Did you hear that?
We're hearing.
Plastic rice and all of that.
Look, whenever I put my spoon into rice, man, I'm like, what's?
Huh? Genetically modified foods, Monsanto.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I used to do initially in this park. I used to have huge posters out there. People used to say we're crazy. Now they don't say we're crazy anymore. They're doing it for us now. So we move on to the next level. There's a brother who comes here still talking about it. I said, bro, I like it, but explain. He said, I don't need to explain anything. Well, you must be here to lie to the people then. You must explain what you're talking about to people. Let them understand. Don't just come and say 666, a new world order. Explain to the people, since you know, they don't. What's coming on the earth? Look, go and watch in the movies what's coming. They're showing us. There's going to be murder in this city.
They give us a glimpse.
There's going to be murder. The black people will feel the pain the most, but they're built to take it. The white people will suffer the most. They're not built for it. But if you don't protect this colored people right now and let the system separate you on a mental level, all you have around you is murderers, ready to axe you down. Why will the black people suffer the most? Because we got nothing. We don't have warehouses. We don't have supply chains. We don't have money, nothing. But we got spirit. So we'll do something. The Asians and the Chinese, they got warehouses. Sung Yi, Halaf, they got everything everywhere. So for a couple of weeks to months, they'll still be getting food. While everybody else eating each other. Tesco, Asda, and so on, they'll be shut down. You want some of it, you get the microchip.
Get the microchip or you get the
microchip or
so that they identify you, whatever you
RFID chip.
Yeah.
This ain't no joke. We're saying we need to look. The words we're saying now, I've been saying will resonate then. In America right now, a lot of white people over there are preparing for this stuff.
Let me give this
to preppers.
Preppers. It's not wrong to prepare. It's good to prepare. But you're most safe when you surround yourself with people. Isn't that true, Uncle? Honestly, let's have a look at it. You're not safe because you build a bunker, because you're going to have to stay in there. Just don't come out to piss. Yeah, don't come out to piss. Because everybody out there is waiting for you. But the people who've put us into this trouble, they're building something up in space where they can run to.
Under the Denver airport, too.
Look at that. Something hits this country, they will take about 60 to 100,000 key workers first. Top doctors, top nurses, top lawyers, top this, top that. Hide them away. It'd be like Wembley Stadium filled with top people. Just imagine Wembley Stadium filled with only the best people of the country. You and I, we're rubbish for them. So when we want to talk about that, somebody say we're racist. Well, somebody gonna be telling us, I wish we'd heard this, even from racists at the time. This war we have against Muslims versus Christians, it's a manufactured war. It's not real. It's not real. Only problem is some of our brothers are buying into it. They're buying into it. Show me a nice Muslim country. I will live there with you. But you're not showing me. You're just telling me this is the best way. Then we're fighting over something that don't even exist. I mean, if there's a utopia somewhere, even Americans will run there. Madonna came to the UK after she got tired with America.
She's not a good example of it.
I know, Uncle, I know that.
She screwed her way to the top. She's like a village bicycle. She's just, I wouldn't use Madonna as a good example.
Thank you. Well, look how the world is switching. It's stopped being a national thing. It's a global thing right now, right? American business is moving to China. Polish people moving to England. Eh? I presume there'll be a time when people from India will find Africa to be the best place to go and work and live. Yeah. How they make him get away with it? They used to ask him, so do you think cutting off the man's head is okay? He said, yes. and they still bring him on to another BBC program.
Yeah, no, I think that was on Channel 4 as well.
All the time.
Yeah.
Radio shows, in the paper. So you could tell he's paid to do it. Now he's in prison. How do you know he's in prison? You don't know he's in prison. Maybe he's in Mexico having a good time.
Sipping on coffee.
Sipping on, yeah, he's done his job.
You know, I mean, that's good wine.
How do you imagine? He speaks against Jews. They say, well, what happened to the Jews? Do you think it's right? Well, I don't see anything wrong with that. And he's still allowed to be on TV. I mean, we've been shut down just from being a human, just from being human.
Be yourself.
Just to be yourself, we've been shut down. If they would even allow people to be themselves, there could still be no violence. Because trust me, when you want to commit violence, you know your life is at risk too.
Right.
You want to go fight, think about losing a tooth first.
Correct.
That's why the boxers put something in there.
Yes.
But you telling me, you're not a boxer. You just want this landing on your face all the time. You don't want that. So you stay at home. You keep the peace. Because those who do it professionally, they look after their body before they go into it. Footballers wear shin guards. Rugby players put some... American footballers dress properly. You telling me you're just going out to cause violence without thinking of the consequences?
You forgot the cricketers.
The cricketers too, thank you, Uncle. The cricketers go and cover the whole face like a riot police.
And ambulance.
And
And ambulance.
you know what I mean?
That's what it hurts the most.
You know? Otherwise, they ain't gonna be reproducing anything. There ain't gonna be no runs, is there? No, we're not preaching hate. We're talking about how to get to peace. But like somebody said, he said to get to the peace, you gotta go through the war. You gotta go through the storm to get to the calm. You gotta go through winter to get to summer.
Yes.
Don't tell me because we're saying it's winters, that means we don't like summer. No, we love summer. But we're saying how are we supposed to do anything when we don't look at the mistakes we've made?
And learn from them.
And learn from them, right?
That's why I disagree with that brother, the so-called lawyer, you know.
Uncle, I wanted to question him a little bit, yes?
See, I mean,
Is it the guy on the bicycle?
Yeah.
he was crazy. I mean, he's talking about.
Telling us forget.
Okay.
I know him from a long time.
There you go.
You know, most of our elders, most of our elders, you know, most of our elders don't have a choice. They've got to serve the system. We don't blame them. they're victims too. Honestly, they started like young people like us, and one day they just realized what they're surrounded with. But guess why they couldn't leave? Because they had children at home. They had children at home. They can't leave. It's not just because they like it, but what do they do now? Abandon everything. You've studied this, studied that. You can't just go and be a bus driver. So you ask yourself, what do I do now? I can take my foot off the gas and my family die. I can keep pressing the gas and some other family die. It's death, it's death. You just choose which one dies. But to stop that stuff, it means all of us have to stop working. if you
stop the machine.
Stop the machine.
Stop the machine.
Stop the machine. All of us have to stop. Don't fight the government. Don't fight the government. Just stop working. That's the solution on the human level. You don't need to fight anybody. Fight the government, no, because it's a machine. You just need to take your hand off the work.
The thing is, we're programmed
to keep going.
We're programmed for this. We're programmed
to obey.
Have the system.
Yeah, exactly.
We can skip
that sort of thing will never happen.
Exactly.
I don't want to sound negative, but
I know, you're realistic. You're realistic.
Yeah,
I always say it won't happen. Also, you're realistic. Reason is because most of our needs depend on those things. Even for 2 days, most people can't live making money. They can't live making their money for 2 days only. Just for 2 days. If it's £1,000 you make, you know where your commitment is, i.e. your bills. So take 2 days off. It's going to affect what you can do. And it has a knock-on effect. That's why they keep paying us less and less all the time and giving us more and more work. Every year our work increases. Taxes increase because they understand that you must keep the people up here and on the flesh busy. Like in Egypt, work them to the bone. Otherwise, if you give them free time, the first thing people do with their free time, they start to think.
Keep the body, take the mind.
Yeah.
It's like university debts, like £9,000 a year. Having that on your mind, it's like you don't have time to think about going through your career. No, that's such a bad example, but I get what you mean. With all the debts and stuff like that, you don't have time to think.
It's madness. People always say, so what's the solution? What's the solution? People don't want the solution anyway. Honestly speaking, come on, let's be honest with each other. People don't want the solution anyway.
Does that mean a big change and then...
Who wants to do that change? Even me right now. How much of it can I do? That change that people want. Because let's be honest, society needs leaders. Let's be honest. That's why things will never change, because most of us who are led cannot lead. We don't want the trouble. That's why most of us like a job. Because you go in there at 9, you leave at 5. You leave everything over there. When you have a business, you can't leave anything anywhere. Try run a kebab shop. Try run a kebab shop.
IC3, eh? Is it IC3 or something?
It must be IC6. IC6.
IC6.
You see the officer. See how he looked at us when I said IC6. Yeah. It must be IC6. The trouble must be around IC6.
Big van coming.
You see that? Film the van. Don't be afraid.
Unless 6 now.
Yeah.
What's IC6? This is IC6. So.
Yeah.
What is
It's a code. It's a code.
Oh boy.
Jesus Christ is Son. Jesus Christ, love your neighbors as yourself.
Biggest thing.
Cool down, cool down, cool down, cool down.
What's happening? What's going on?
I've just got a call to come down here. Something that was going on. So we're trying to find out if anything's going on. It's about as much as I can tell you.
Now I'm going to talk loud, and nobody can stop me. This is hyper. I'm talking loud. Earlier on, you came there, and he come and trying to say to me, we need to like